Hi everybody. So in this video, we're going to look at rearranging complex formulae. So we'll work through example 1 and example 2, and then we'll try some exam style questions at the end. If you want to work along with me, I'll leave a link to the PDF below. So in example 1, we've been asked to make x the subject of each of these formulae. So to make x the subject of this formula, we need to write x on its own. So we'll have x is equal to something. So the first thing we need to do is move this division of x plus 5 to the left-hand side. And we can do this by multiplying both sides by x plus 5. Because what will happen is that this division and multiplication will cancel. So now we've got f multiplied by x plus 5 will equal the 4 minus the 3x. And then we need to expand out this bracket. So we've got fx plus 5f will equal 4 minus the 3x. And then we need to move these negative 3x's from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. This will put all the x terms on one side. So we'll add 3x to both sides. And these two will cancel to make 0. So we've got fx plus the 3x plus the 5f will equal 4. Now, because we only want x on one side, we need to move this positive 5f to the right-hand side by subtracting 5f from both sides. So we'll have fx plus the 3x will equal 4 minus the 5f. Now the problem we have here is that we've got two x's and we only want one x. What we can do is we can factor this x out from both terms. So we can have x multiplied by f plus the 3. But when you expand this out, we get this term. And this will equal 4 minus the 5f. So then finally, if we divide both sides by f plus 3, this multiplication and division will cancel. So we're left with x will equal 4 minus 5f over f plus 3. Okay? So perhaps you want to try question B yourself. So for question B, we've got k is 2 lots of x plus 3 over x minus 3. And the first thing we need to do is multiply both sides by the x minus 3. And then these two will cancel. So we've got k lots of x minus 3. And we'll expand out these brackets as well. So 2x plus 6. Now we need to expand out the brackets on the left-hand side. So kx minus 3k will equal 2x plus 6. And then we need to move these two x's to the other side. We could have moved these over to this side. I'm just choosing to move these over to here. This will give us kx minus the 2x. And then we can move this negative 3k to the other side by adding 3k to both. So this will be 3k plus 6. And then how do you think we get these two x's into one x? We factor out the x. So we've got x lots of k minus 2 will equal 3k plus 6. And then we'll divide both sides by the k minus 2. So x will equal 3k plus 6 over k minus 2. How did you get on? Okay, for example 2, we've got h is equal to t squared plus 9 over t squared minus 7. And we want to make the t the subject. So the first thing we'll do is we'll move t squared minus 7 to the left-hand side by multiplying it by both sides. So we've got h lots of t squared minus 7 will equal t squared plus 9. And then we'll expand out these brackets. So ht squared minus 7h will equal t squared plus 9. And then we need to move a negative 7 to the right-hand side and the t squared to the left-hand side. So ht squared minus this t squared, both sides, and then plus the 7h to both sides. This will equal 9 plus the 7h. And then we can factor this t squared. What do you think we get when we factor the t squared? We get h minus 1. And this will equal 9 plus 7h. So now we need to divide both sides by the h minus 1. So t squared will be 9 plus 7h over h minus 1. And what do you think we need to do next? So now we need to cancel out this square by taking the square root of both sides. These two will cancel. So we get t. Remember, this could be a plus or minus the square root of 9 plus 7h over h minus 1. And this will make t the subject. So do you want to try question W? So the first thing we're going to do is cancel out this square root. And we can do this by squaring both sides. And these two will cancel. So we've got w squared will equal 6a plus t over 5t. And then we can multiply both sides by the 5t. So we've got 5 w squared t will equal 6a plus t. And then we can move the positive t to the left-hand side. This will give us 5w squared t minus the t will equal 6a. And then we'll factor out this t. So we get 5w squared minus 1. And then we divide both sides by this term. So we get t is equal to 6a over 5w squared minus 1. Okay, let's try some exam style questions. So perhaps you want to try these exam questions yourself. You can pause the video, and when you come back, we'll go through the work solutions. Okay, so welcome back. So the first thing we'll do is we'll square both sides. These two will cancel. So we've got h squared will equal ar plus v8 over 3 plus r. And then we'll move the 3 plus r over to the left-hand side. So h squared multiplied by 3 plus r will equal ar plus 8. We'll expand out these brackets. And this will be ar plus 8. And then we'll move this ar to the left-hand side and the 3h squared to the right-hand side. So h squared r minus the ar will equal the 8 minus 3h squared. And then we'll factor out the r on the left-hand side. This will give us h squared minus a. And then finally, we'll divide both sides by the h squared minus a. So r will equal 8 minus 3h squared over the h squared minus a. And then this question, which is quite difficult, first thing we need to do on the left-hand side is to write this as a fraction with a common denominator. So this negative 5 would be the same as w over 3 minus 15 over 3, which is w minus 15 over 3. So we've got w minus 15 over 3 will equal w plus 2y over 3x minus 2y. Now we'll multiply both sides by the 3. That will move this over to here. And we'll multiply both sides by 3x minus 2y. And that will move this over to here. So we've got 3x minus 2y multiplied by w minus 15 will equal 3 times w plus 2y. And now we need to expand out these brackets and these two. So we'll have 3x times the w, 3x times the negative 15, the negative 2y times the w, and the negative 2y times the negative 15. I'll just move this over. And this will equal 3w plus 6y. And now, because we want to make w the subject, I want the w's in blue on the left-hand side. So I need to move this 3w to the left-hand side. And I want the other terms all on the right-hand side. So we'll have 3xw minus the 2yw minus this 3w will equal the 6y plus the 45x minus the 30y. Now I can factor out this w on the left-hand side. So we'll have w lots of 3x minus 2y minus the 3. And then we've got a 45x minus the 24y. Now I can divide both sides by this term. So w will equal 45x minus 24y over 3x minus 2y minus 3. Okay? Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you did find that helpful, please like and subscribe. And you can download the full lesson and a PDF that accompanies this video from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link below.